JRPG Historia Future Perfect has reactivated with me, your time captain, Evan Tognani, joined, as always, gotta remember to say that, by virtual stowaway Ryan McKinley, hopefully here for the full episode this time.
Two things. I'm not a virtual stowaway.
You're the Space Quartermaster. Yeah, I know. That was deliberate.
I've
actually demoted you because of how little you were here last time.
The other thing is a Scotch egg consists of hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat and coated in breadcrumbs. That would be weird otherwise. And baked.
That sounds really good.
That sounds alright. I'd do without the egg. I'd just have everything in that without the hard-boiled egg.
Just a hollow.
You don't like
hollow sausage.
I just don't get the egg thing.
I don't know, man. They're sweet and yet at the same time savory.
Right, it's just
I don't know.
I don't know if they're either of those.
I think here's the
thing. They
thing.
are if you eat them.
Well, by definition, they have to be either sweet or savory. They couldn't not be either.
Yeah. I don't think they're either. I think they're actually just gruel.
I think, by the way, you've been demoted to a virtual stowaway for this episode, Ryan McKinley. So I'm joined as sometimes by Space Quartermaster Matthew Maluski.
Wait, he gets promoted?
Yeah, he gets promoted. You can't
have two virtual stowaways.
What, do you think we can run?
I'm taking the walkthrough. I'm not. Matthew's got to find a walkthrough.
Do you think we have to? Do you think we can run this ship without a Space Quartermaster?
I mean, I guess we're gonna find out if you can run it with another Space Quartermaster. Because I'm not giving you any advice.
I don't need any advice.
Let me just look up a yeast walkthrough. I'm sure it will be exceedingly difficult. It will be as difficult as me typing yeast game facts into Google.
I will say this about eggs. I don't malign the kind of person who likes eggs. Obviously, most people like eggs, and that's fine. That's their business, you know.
You know.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell them they shouldn't eat eggs. I wouldn't, because I think of all the breakfast foods, and I've talked about at length on Twitter and such about sort of my disapproval of the fetishization of the breakfast meal.
Right.
And breakfast foods in general. But eggs, I think, are the most disposed. I will take pretty much any other breakfast item, of the 4 breakfast items there are, over eggs.
I guess that's fair.
Not to say, you can make, if you add enough shit to eggs, they can get really good.
Yeah, like, do you like
get
omelets?
like an omelet? If you get a really good omelet, an omelet with a lot of cheese, maybe like a good Denver omelet. I
just don't like cheese in my eggs. Like, I know that might make me sound crazy. And like, don't get me wrong. I like shit in my eggs. Like,
what are you?
I just really
doing
don't like
it
cheese.
for? Then?
I just think, I don't know.
The only way eggs.
I don't like cheese in general that much. So.
What the fuck?
Oh
yeah,
God.
Hold on. This is the man you make Space Quartermaster?
This is okay. Taste
it was a
is
promotion
evil,
out of necessity.
thing.
Our infrastructure is weak. You don't need to tell me that. Alright? Regardless, it is madness for you to say that you don't like cheese.
What?
Madness.
Madness.
Cheese is one of the great virtues of life.
Look, man, I like American cheese. Yeah.
It is
I like easy cheese.
You like easy cheese. I bet you like fucking Kraft macaroni and cheese too.
Yeah, I like macaroni and cheese. I just really don't. I don't get it.
I've never called you a plebe more earnestly than I'm about to. Plebe.
You're about to pull your classes on.
That's not even a plebe thing. Like, I don't know what you are. Maybe you're an elitist. I've never grappled.
Elitist? What?
I've never.
Elitist. I really don't care if you like cheese. Like,
right.
If you like cheese, cool. I don't like cheese.
What I'm saying is I've never grappled.
I've never grappled.
My omelets. I have never grappled with the idea of labeling someone who doesn't like cheese because I've never had to confront the possibility that I would meet someone who doesn't like cheese because it's so unthinkable. It is such an inherently good food.
If you, all I'm saying is that if
it's
you
such a varied
my
food.
Omelet, and I don't want it.
It is such
if only somebody knew where to go.
It is such a. Don't fucking give me that. You cannot navigate me through this, and you know it. You can't give me directions. You're not going to be like, oh, Evan, this is very simple. You just have to make a left and then a left and a right, and then you'll be at the end of east. Don't give me this shit.
Also, there's 25 floors to this tower, so.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Ryan told me 20.
Yeah.
I said
20.
upwards of 20. No, I did totally say 20, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You were
I
like
made
20.
a good decision.
Yeah. I tell the truth. Even if it's not a truth people are ready to hear about cheese.
Oh, if this is about... Oh, my fucking god.
I was just kidding. My truth, though.
Your truth, right?
My truth. That's what I'm gonna start calling all my
You're
opinions
going to
my
join
truths.
your cheese-eating habits now. Join a
My
pantheon
truth's
of
about
people
Breaking
with
Bad.
personal truths, like
Right.
young Earth creationists and Holocaust deniers.
I'm up there. I'm the third tier of awful.
Yes. No, you're worse.
I'm worse than Holocaust deniers.
Bill Nye has some choice words for you, Matthew.
You're worse than young Earth creationists. You're not worse than Holocaust deniers.
Okay,
'cause,
so Bill and I would be like, all right, Matthew, look, I don't believe in God, but the one holy experience in my life would be when I had some cheese.
yes. I'm on
It was
420, you guys.
420!
420. You know what
Blazing.
time it is?
Hashtag blazing.
Blazing.
Or token.
Rolling.
I'm pretty sure I named my created baseball team in one of those games the Seattle Tokes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about ah. Oh god, stop. Goodbye. I'm just gonna chill out, stare at the stars for a bit.
Yeah.
So we solved...
Oh yeah, I think these are the toughest enemies in the game apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
So you guys, we solved, well, Matthew and I should say, solved the amnesia dispute last episode. What are we gonna...
Are there any other tropes that you think are...
Well, it don't happen that often. None that I can call to mind immediately, you know?
Why do people dislike Final Fantasy VII? Like,
There was just I think it is viewed by some rather correctly as like a turning point for the worse for Square. I think
yeah,
I think
that's valid actually.
Final Fantasy VII on its own is a rather excellent game. But when you view it in the pantheon of like what they did with Final Fantasy VI and then where they went in the future,
Yeah.
it casts
It's
it
discouraging.
in a much
Yeah.
more negative light, you know.
Yeah.
Which is
What
unfair.
ring are you wearing right now?
I'm the power ring, I think. Doubles my
Okay.
strength.
What are things that people used to like and now really hate?
The
Scott
story.
Pilgrim.
You mean in general, not in
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus
Dark
the
Knight
World.
Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. I mean, they're
Rightly,
right.
probably.
Fucking right about that one.
Yeah, that must have been pretty nice to know the history.
Bioshock Infinite.
I don't think that's as. I think
Hate's
a lot
a
of
strong word. But
a lot of people hated Bioshock Infinite the minute they played it. That feels less like the tides changing and more like a very vocal subsection of people. I'm not
Sort of like
saying they're.
darker.
I'm not.
No, I know, I know.
Not saying they're baseless. Obviously, there are problems with Bioshock Infinite. It's not a perfect game. Just a rather good
Saying-
one.
Uh-huh.
I just like it a lot.
It's fine. It's all
Is
good.
it? Is it fine?
Yeah.
Look me in the fucking eye. Is it fine?
you should throw on that heal ring right now so you don't have to go back out and then let them
Yeah.
respawn.
Alright, you're a smart man.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like you were in a position of power once. I can't remember. Can't remember. Such a long time ago, you know. Time,
Yeah.
memory. What a fleeting thing.
That damn 23 hours and a half hours ago.
Yep. There we go. Oh, this is the best. Bump combat has justified itself because of that experience.
Those are good.
Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna go fuck up these other guys.
Oh, the heal more.
It takes so long! Ah!
That's troubling.
Alright, fine, I'll heal. Let's shoot the shit. What's up, you guys?
So this whole when did this cheese thing start?
What?
Like, have you
This is
never
a
liked
baby?
cheese or like?
Have
I
you
just really anytime I taste the cheese, that's not just like, your typical cheese. Yeah.
So wait, are you what are you saying? Are you saying you don't like
American
cheese?
cheese. I'm I'll eat those cheese cubes. They're fine.
Okay, so what you're saying?
Yeah,
is
I'm not saying I hate all cheese. I'm just saying that like
Now,
you don't like exotic
if you're going beyond
cheese?
like your typical.
So what you're saying,
mozzarella
if it's not sort of gross cheese, then you don't like
I guess
it.
like I'm not into blue cheese. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I mean,
okay.
that's a very different thing, though.
Okay,
Here's my
I didn't mean that like I hated pizza or something. Like, obviously cheese.
do
is good
real-
for some
you do
things. I just don't like
realize-
it in omelets. I think is the main thing you objected over.
You do realize,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about omelets. I think the world would be better if nobody ate eggs. Because eggs are kind of boring as a food and as an institution. I find
Institution.
our societal like unwavering loyalty to the
You're
egg,
losing me. You're losing me. Tyler.
to the egg, to be a
To
bit
the
troubling.
The egg isn't a singular thing.
No, the royal egg.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
using the royal egg.
Oh, for a second there, you sounded crazy.
No, I'm
My
just
issue-
I'm just smart.
my issue with cheese is that
Well, if I can't understand what you're saying, you must be smart.
What's your
if,
issue?
like, there hits a certain level, like I can have like as much cheese on something else as like that doesn't matter. But when eating cheese alone, once it hits a certain level of thickness, I can't eat it. I just don't like it.
Here's my opposing view on cheese. There is no cheese you will give me that I will turn down.
That's fine.
I am. You can
I'm
give
in
me
the
the
same
fucking
boat.
If you're a cheese man, Evan, I'm not
The fucking
disparaging that. I just
bitterest-
seem to have some weird.
like Scandinavian shit. Like,
I'm in the same boat. It just has to be thin.
yeah, that just doesn't. So you mean like slices of cheese?
Yeah, not
Like
a block.
yeah, like blocks of cheese. I'm just not. Into.
So you couldn't have like brie,
Probably not.
because
I
brie's
mean, that type of
like
there's
cheese that you spread on a cracker.
Yeah, I guess that mild type of cheese that's thick that you can cut. Okay, I like that shit a lot. I like
Okay.
it all day. Yeah.
What about cheese in like a taco?
Yeah.
Okay, you like cheese.
Yeah. I guess when you say do you like cheese, it goes without saying that I like cheese when applied to like normal food items.
No,
but
it
just
doesn't
not-
go without saying.
Okay, but not,
A
but
lot
just
of people
not-
don't
just-
like
I don't like
well,
cheese in the sense that like of like anything beyond.
I think
like,
what you're saying is you don't like what I said, like exotic cheeses.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't like a bitter cheese or
yeah,
like
blue
a cheese.
and up. I don't
Blue
care.
cheese.
You don't
and
like
up.
cheeses that stink before they go bad.
Yeah.
I love 'em.
Yeah, that's actually a good way.
I
to
love
put
them. Fucking stinkier the better. Give it to me. Give me some crackers. Give me a knife. Give me a knife to cut off the cheese skin. Cheese skin is a real issue. I wish I could buy like brie that didn't have cheese skin on it. Cause you
You know,
lose.
one of my favorite late period
lose so much.
Seinfeld episodes has to be when George starts selling pudding skin singles. When he's like, yeah, it's like the stuff off the top of your mom made it for you. Like, I'm pretty into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the one where he kills his wife.
Always got to bring it back to that
It's a
one.
good-
I like how you always deliberately say he kills his wife.
He does. He does. There's no disputing that. I guess you could argue he doesn't mean to kill his wife. He kills his wife and is then relieved that she is dead.
Yeah, that's the darkest part of
Yeah.
that.
Wait, he.
Yes.
Real-
He
Wow.
He
buys.
never
totally
saw
didn't
that,
want to
so-
marry her.
No, he buys the cheaper envelopes that turn out to have poison in them. So she licks
Did
all
he,
of the
was
envelopes.
he aware that they had poison?
No. But here's what happens. He buys them. He has an option. He's like, let's get the cheaper ones. Then
Sure.
that kills her. Then he shows up at the hospital at the end of the episode, and they tell him that she's dead, and he sort of pretends like he's upset, but he's actually really relieved because it means he doesn't have to get married.
You just made the worst decision in all of your East playing time.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
I've
no.
got it. It's really not that big a deal.
Okay, good.
I forget that they respawn when you enter it. Okay, come on. Come at me. Come
Also,
at
I
me.
don't know.
think-
I mean, okay, that's obviously it's horrible that he felt relieved when she.
No,
was
but I
dead.
think he also
But I don't know
deliberately
if-
she tells him to buy a certain type of card, and he deliberately buys the cheaper, to make her upset. I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he wants her dead.
I never said he wanted her dead. I said he kills his wife.
And then he's relieved.
And then he is
yeah,
relieved
in the sense
when
that
she is
guns
dead.
kill people that instead of the people. I don't know.
No, that's...
I don't know.
He makes a decision which leads to the death of his wife. If he made a different decision, his wife would not be dead.
Yeah, but that sounds like that fucking scene in Benjamin Button where it's like, well, if the taxi driver just stopped at this place a little earlier, I never would have hit that.
No,
girl's
okay,
leg.
here's a question. If somebody buys a shitty car,
Yeah.
if somebody has the money to buy a nice car that is safe, and instead buys a shitty car that is unsafe, and then while driving it, they die.
I mean, they might have contributed to it, but I don't think they themselves killed that person. It would be the person that they crashed into, or maybe the fault of
So
the
what you're
driver
saying,
himself.
she killed herself because she licked the envelope?
Is that what
Just
you're
like
saying?
A weird situation.
Is that what you're saying?
Not as black and white as saying George Costanza killed his wife.
He did!
He did it accidentally, but he
Yeah.
killed his wife.
It wasn't a purposeful death. It was accidental. It was accidental him killing. I wouldn't even go so far as to call it murder.
You know, honestly,
It's just-
Evan, this makes me a lot more on board with the finale.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. I didn't
Okay.
realize this happened.
Okay, I got the flame sword. So that's pretty good.
You can just run past all these guys.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Right now. 25 fucking floors. I thought this whole time it was 20 floors.
Yeah, well, you got your best equipment on the 20th floor.
Great. Pretty relieved.
That you would have ran past if somebody didn't tell you in between episodes
I
before
probably
he
would have
was
been
demoted.
fine. Probably would have been fine.
So, are you back on that one floor with all the mirrors?
No, this is a new floor with new
with a bunch of
mirrors.
mirrors. Oh man, East is not the best.
What do you mean? It's totally the best.
East is the American cheese of JRPGs.
In that it's
That
like the
doesn't
worst
make any
kind.
sense. You're gonna have to play Mother 1 on here, Evan.
I am. I have gotten like 10 or so hours into Mother 1.
Yeah, it's definitely okay.
Yeah.
As far as it's a weird.
It's not
It's
bad.
Yeah, it's weird. That's how I'd best put it.
Yeah. Alright. Now, pretty sure that's where I came from.
Yep.
So what's some foods that Ryan doesn't like that are common? I don't like white milk.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, white milk?
I mean, when applied to like, okay, actually, I here's something.
Hold
I
on,
like-
wait, what milk isn't white?
I don't like straight up drinking like milk.
Milk. Yeah, that's fine.
Regular milk?
Yeah, that's not chocolate milk. I'm making that.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah, I actually like skim milk more than whole
Okay,
milk.
here's what Ryan told me he was doing a couple days ago. He was eating Lucky Charms dry while drinking a glass of milk. Now come the fuck on. I know. Look, I understand that our opinions on dry cereal differ. That's very clear, but after our podcast discussions, the three of us versus the three, but that's if you're gonna drink milk next.
I was only doing that because I was downstairs in my basement and I didn't want to pour a bowl of like milk in my cereal and like carry it downstairs and everything.
I don't want you to take any offense by this, but I sort of don't believe you.
Well, actually, the real, like, you want the honest truth?
Yeah.
I keep a box of cereal down in my basement.
Okay.
I like that there was a lie in front of that truth. There was a lie that he had to cover up this.
I
This
keep
is
a
something
box of
he
cereal
covered.
down in my basement, and I grabbed a bowl and a spoon, and I just went to town.
What is so scandalous about that? I don't.
No, here's what's
You're a man in your basement. You're eating cereal, whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Right, no, but I could easily just go upstairs and get my cereal.
Trust me, you're not gonna get any judgment from me as to your sedentary lifestyle. I think I've got it pretty well covered over here in Northern California. I am basically
Oh,
sedentary for all of California at this point.
Yeah.
But look, all I'm saying is it is silly.
So, but
It's
the reason
silly.
I'm okay with doing it, like, I much prefer milk in my cereal now, but the reason I am okay with eating it dry and drinking a glass of milk on the side is because I used to do that when I was a little kid because for some reason I just really didn't like having soggy cereal.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not. Look.
No, I know this is like
Sure.
story. I'm
Sure.
trying to get to. When we went on vacation one time with like a bunch of other families that my parents went to a college with.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing this at the table when I was little, and one of the other dads got so frustrated that I was so okay, like I was enjoying dry cereal while drinking a glass of milk, that he had to leave the room. Like he just could not understand it in any way.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, look, I'm not saying that you. I think here's my argument. It's not that you can't enjoy dry cereal under, let's say, less than ideal circumstances.
It's the problem that I'm drinking a glass of milk on the side.
I mean, that's an added problem. It's more
I
that
think
anyone.
here's my defense.
It's
of
more that
that
anyone would
method of
choose to
drinking.
not. Someone would have milk available and choose to eat dry cereal rather than eat it with milk. That I can't fathom that.
Right, I didn't want to bring the milk jug all the way
Like,
downstairs, though.
That's fine.
Yeah, and honestly, I think if you don't like your cereal soggy, you're using the milk as like a cleanser. You know,
Right.
like
Cereal
oh,
doesn't.
my
okay.
throat's a little dry, so
I don't know how much cereal you eat or how slowly you eat it. You can eat cereal with milk without it getting soggy.
No, yeah, I know that now. When I was little, that
By-
was an issue.
By that same token, I would argue that it's in fact worse to eat cereal with like the rigid consistency of cardboard. But you know, look, obviously I'm obviously I'm the lone voice of reason.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's the Evan.
In a fucked up world.
So, going back to foods that I don't like, most vegetables.
Yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of vegetables. What vegetables don't you like?
Broccoli, celery,
Yeah, those are both fine.
lettuce I can get on board with sometimes.
Yeah, that's all.
I don't
fine.
know, like I'm getting more
Carrots?
into the vegetables. What's
Carrots. Carrots.
that? Yeah, I can. Yeah. I can
Corn?
get into some carrots.
Corn.
Oh yeah, corn's a vegetable, isn't it?
No, it's a meat.
Oh, here's a weird thing. I love French fries and everything, but I can't eat like potatoes.
No, well, no, you can't. See, because you love French fries.
No, here's like I can't like actually like a baked potato
Okay.
or something like that. It's the texture, like the consistency, something like with that much of the potato. Like
Mhm.
mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, I just start gagging when I try to eat.
What?
That's weird.
Yeah.
I love. Oh my god! You want to talk about some starch that I like? I would eat mashed potatoes.
I'm
every
with him on baked potatoes. Mashed potatoes are fucking tops, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah, my mom
no,
makes
like
some
I,
mean mashed
I, the
potatoes.
taste is fine, but it's just something about the texture that I
Yeah,
just can't handle.
That's weird. When I had my fucking wisdom teeth out, it was pudding and mashed potato city there for a couple days, and I was not complaining. Felt like that one episode of Adventure Time with Lemon Grab that Matthew hasn't seen yet, where he comments on his pud.
Right.
How he's going to enjoy this pud. Alright. This seems like some sort of door.
You should save again now that you're fully healed.
Oh, thanks. I was gonna do that anyway, and also you're not the Space Quartermaster, so I don't know why you'd feel the need to tell me.
Well, I mean, somebody needs to help you out here.
Oh, this looks good. Looks like where I want to be. What the fuck? Okay?
That's a weird boss dynamic.
I guess I don't understand?
Well, it's
What happens
meant
if you
to
go
be-
in the mirror?
Oh, wait, can I not hit him if he's... Okay, so I can only break the one who isn't fire.
Well, duh, because you have the flame sword.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually is.
The mirror does not work. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Huh.
Is it the diamonds that are hurting you, or just the contact?
It's the diamonds. It's just hard to avoid them because of how they rotate, you know. They take off so much health.
Right.
This is the way a lot of the boss fights work in this game, is there's just like some sort of spinning thing you have to avoid, but it takes off so much health and it stacks so quickly that it's just a massive pain in the ass. Okay. Let's all back off. Bolt! Keep it moving! Out my way. Go! Go! Ah! Ah, fuck.
You missed.
Ah! Blah, blah, blah.
Ah.
You should use your bow and arrow.
Oh, thank you. I fucking bought the bow and arrow legitimately in Link's Awakening, which is a real achievement. Because one of the mechanics in Link's Awakening is that you can steal stuff. And so, they make the bow and arrow 980 rupees to entice you to steal. But if you steal, then forever, nobody refers to you as Link anymore. They all call you Thief, in all caps. And I don't want to fucking deal with that.
The way to get around that trick is just name your character Thief. And
Right,
it's like nothing changed.
but I wouldn't want to do that, obviously. It's also Thief, and if I'm going to be honest, the more troublesome thing about it is it's all capital letters, and I cannot stand looking at that.
Oh yeah, you know, the interesting thing about the game is that every time I see something new about it, I think it looks a little worse.
What?
Like,
Link's
every
Awakening?
time I see some news on Thief, I'm just a little less
Thief.
excited. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Link's Awakening. I was like, I think you'd like
no.
Link's Awakening a lot, actually.
Oh, sorry. No,
Seems
no,
like your
no,
kind of
that game was
Zelda
cool.
game, Matthew. Link's Awakening. It's probably top 5 for me.
Oh,
Games
really?
of all time or
No,
Legends of Zelda?
Legend of
Yes,
Zelda.
easily.
Let's not go crazy here.
Better than Skyward Sword?
No, it's not.
Of course not.
Skyward Sword is an expertly designed video game. It is the best designed Zelda game in some time.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I'm right. I know people would have you believe that I'm wrong. Some of those people are here today.
I just played 2 hours and was just
Yeah, I know.
ungrabbed. I didn't like anything about it. Like, really.
Yeah, it's fine to be wrong.
Yeah.
I think the beginning of I think the tutorial of that game gets a lot of shit. I found it charming. Ultimately.
Okay.
I found it endearing. I don't think it's as long as people make it out to be.
It's like an hour.
It's like, yeah, and people are saying like, yeah, the first 4 hours of Sky... No, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
You're in a dungeon probably within an hour to 2 hours in that game, I'd say. Or at least the lead up to the dungeon, which is
Just the thing I
basically a
could never
dungeon.
get over with Skyward Sword was how much, like, that, Fi,
Yeah.
she keeps, like, popping up and, like, every time my hearts get low, hey, your hearts are low, I fucking know because of the noise.
I mean, that happens once every time. It's not great, obviously, but I don't think that happens every time. I think it just happens once every time you start the game.
Yeah, but it's like,
It's
obviously,
real.
it's
Isn't
it's
that
really
the case for anytime you pick up new stuff too? And it's kinda
Yeah.
like-
Once you...
It's
here's
kind of like,
okay.
you know, I've collected 57 of these baubles. Like,
Okay, look, I'm just gonna say something. I get it. I don't love that either. I wish it were different. Each one of those moments where Fi is like, hey, look at this, is about 10 to 15 seconds of your life. Now look, we put up with a lot of bullshit in games. This is true. I would also like it if there weren't any fetch quests in video games. That has not stopped them from putting out fetch quests.
Yeah, but I feel like fetch quest is different than just easily seeing that you've played 40 hours of a video game and maybe not telling you every time what a...
Right, but it doesn't
5
happen
kilobyte
every
route
time.
is.
That's what I'm saying. It's
No,
clearly...
every time, like, you load up a game, you have to learn about what
Right.
a blue rupee is every time you pick a new one up.
Yeah, okay, that's also not a problem exclusive to Skyward Sword. as
No,
many
but
people have made it out
I
to
have
be.
problems with like every other game, including every other Zelda game that does that.
Okay, that's fair. I'm just saying it's really not. That is one of the things people always say about Skyward Sword. It's really not that big a deal. It is irksome. It is bothersome. It would be better if it were not that way. It is like, it will make up if you...
I guess there's just a lot of instances when I was playing, at least the first couple hours of Skyward Sword, where I felt like I was just interrupting, I'll put it in quotes, game flow. Like, I don't know, like,
What do you
all
mean?
the dowsing stuff was really just terrible.
The dowsing?
And
Really?
I don't understand, like, why you can't just use the pointer for that instead of the motion controls, because it just wouldn't work. Like, it was just really sticky
I mean,
and
what
kind of a mess.
What do you mean the pointer?
Like with in a Twilight Princess, like how you would use like just a pointer with the Wii remote, like with the in Skyward Sword, it's all using the gyro. What's it called? The gyrometer or whatever. Where you like if you move the stick up, if you actually move the Wii remote up, it'll move up. You know what I'm saying? If you move it down. Instead, you just point on the screen where you want something to be in Twilight Princess.
Right. I that's just how I remembered the dowsing working. I don't.
Yeah, that's not an issue I have.
I mean,
It would just get caught on a lot of stuff, and then I would
I have
have
no
to
issue
center
with
it.
Skyward Sword other than that whole Fi thing.
Right, and that's fine. That's just that it's such an insignificant, like it's such a nitpick. It takes up so little time of the
Well,
countless hours of quality content in Skyward Sword.
right. It's just because that game I enjoy so much. It's like that's the one thing that really stuck out to me as a downside. That's why.
Right, you never beat it though. You played
Right,
like 8 hours
so?
of it.
Right,
So.
but still, does that like make my enjoyment any less?
I'm not saying it makes your enjoyment less. I'm saying I always got the impression that you never returned to it because you weren't that passionate about playing it.
No, it was. I didn't return to it because my Wii is not. Like my Wii is packed away in the back room of my basement.
Alright, that's fair. You get a pass. I don't know what that means, but you get one. All I'm saying is Skyward Sword gets a lot of undue shit. That's what I'm... Even in its flaw, and...
You know what's bad? The Sky Island stuff.
Why?
It's really underdeveloped compared to like Wind Waker.
Okay, do you know how much fucking empty water there is in Wind Waker?
Yeah,
A lot,
no.
but the actual islands you get to are a little more substantial and just like, hey, here's a treasure chest on
Not
a
really.
single piece of rock.
Not... Also, firstly, not really. Second of all, I will take a smaller area with slightly less developed islands than like one where it takes you like 20 fucking minutes to get to an island that's a little bit better, you know?
You're remembering all the big islands. There's a lot of small islands.
Right, there are a lot of small islands, but they amount to more. Most of them amount to more than just like, well, here is a treasure chest on a rock.
And it's just not that game's focus. Like, it's not...
Right, I just...
Like, it's not... they never require you to, like, fly around and search for all of the hidden islands.
Right,
and
but
shit.
shouldn't that optional stuff be good? Like,
I mean,
instead
I
of
don't...
just-
I think it's fine.
it's just nothing. Like, it's just nothing, really.
No, what do you mean it's nothing? You fly... There's that guy on that island who gives you that side quest on his fucking weird color island. And there's a bunch of other tiny islands with treasure chests on them. I don't know what more you want. What more do you want?
Just want a little bit of fun. I don't know.
God.
I don't know, man.
I don't think Skyward Sword has any responsibility living up to what Wind Waker set out, because it's such an entirely different... Even viewing that segment, that Sky Island stuff, as, like, comparable, or, like, a similar thing, strikes me as very, very silly. Because it's not. I mean, it's not like... You don't spend that much time doing that. It's not an open-world game, like Wind Waker is.
Okay. Sure.
That's all I'm saying. I also have no idea how I get in this.
Try going through that mirror because it probably takes you to where the Book of Ys is.
Don't you already have the Book of Ys?
There's 6 of them.
Oh, what the
Oh,
fuck?
that's right. I forgot to go in here. Nope.
No?
Why are there so many books of Ys? Can't you just...
Now
find
I'm lost. Can I load? Okay, I just loaded this up. It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe... Wait, can you equip the rod, maybe?
I guess.
Or, like, try equipping something. I don't know.
No. The fucking...
One of those keys? Darm key?
No. I don't get it. You got me all riled up about Skyward Sword. Now I can't play video
Space
games
Quartermaster.
anymore. Uh-huh. What, are you trying to leverage our disagreement about Skyward Sword into getting you your
No,
job
I'm telling
back?
the Space Quartermaster to do something.
Oh.
Hey, sure. Where are you at? What floor are you on?
I am on floor 24?
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. I just beat a boss. I'm
Okay,
here.
there's literally no information on floor 24 here.
Oh,
Let me
good.
see.
Good.
Yeah, it seems like after you beat a boss, you just go on to the next. Let's see. After the Battle of Yoglex and those are the guys you just fought, I
Okay.
think. And after reading everything above, you must have all the silver equipment. You have all the silver equipment?
Maybe not.
Okay, because I say in the picture above, you must have all the silver equipment, silver sword, silver shield, and silver armor actively equipped. Otherwise, you will not be able to deal any damage, and you will take massive damage yourself.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't... I don't know what they're referring... I have all the stuff.
Yeah,
I
so
have it all equipped.
do you have them all equipped?
Yeah. It's just
Okay,
the issue is I
then you're
can't
good to
get
go.
through this door.
Okay, proceed north through the mirror and up the stairs to 25th floor and the final
I know what to do.
dimension.
Okay, what?
If you did not get the blue amulet from Luda on 11th
Okay,
floor,
hold on.
you
This
will
will
not
be a test of Ryan, what should I do?
Do you have a monocle?
No.
That's...
Do you have a blue amulet?
I have a blue necklace.
I don't know if that's the same thing.
So I guess what you're
You
telling
have
me...
to go back to Luda Gemma.
Yeah, that's
What?
what I'm getting to. On 11th floor.
Wait, why didn't either... Okay, not Matthew.
Okay,
Why
okay,
didn't you
I didn't
fucking
know
tell
that.
me this?
Like, I just read that now.
No, Ryan.
There was nothing in that walkthrough that ever hinted that you need to get something from Luda Gemma.
Okay, we're ending this episode. Matthew,
Yeah.
I just want you to know,
Mhm.
I don't hate you for not liking Skyward Sword.
Okay.
I just think maybe
honestly,
you should
I'll replay
reconsider
one
it.
new phase. Like,
Maybe you should reconsider it. I think the motion controls just worked fabulously for me. I can't. That's not something I can defend really, because clearly they didn't.
yeah,
For you.
I guess they worked like 85% of the time for me, but I don't know if like if I press an A button, I'd like the A button to work 100% of the time.
Right.
you
I
know?
just think it does, and
Wait.
the extra like combat interest you get from that, like it's so much. The combat in that game is so much better than the combat in every other Zelda game, because it's actually something that isn't just like swing your sword
Sure.
at this guy when he's not blocking. You know, there's more to it.
I guess I don't really have a huge stake in whether you like Skyward Sword or not. So
I
whatever.
know. I know.
Yeah.
I don't have a huge stake. I just want people to see a reason. No, that's very condescending. I think people should give Skyward Sword a second look because it's shat upon relentlessly, and I think it's the best designed 3D Zelda game. I really do. I really do. I haven't played Majora's Mask.
Okay.
It's possible Majora's Mask is better, but people should play Skyward Sword. It's a good game. I'm upset at all of you. This is a dark day. JRPG Historia Future Perfect. We'll see you all 23 and a half hours from now, when hopefully I've regained my sanity.
All right, so you're gonna pick up the Luda thing.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
23 and a half hours from now.
Right.
Goodbye.